What's up, everybody? Welcome into our Scars and Spikes. Excuse me, pre-match show. Sydney, Tyler, and Tommy with you. Gentlemen, how's it going?
I'm excited. I like this lineup.
I haven't seen it yet. I just saw the cool graphic and then we started this. So I'm nervous, but I did see the new graphics and I think that it looks badass.
It really does. They have it. Well, let's actually show you guys right now the starting 11 for Atlanta United versus Nashville SC. Looks like this. Daniel Rios leading the line up top for Atlanta United. Actually, hold on one second. I thought Caleb Wiley was out. Never mind.
Nope.
He is on the wing. So
Ooh,
I just
baby.
tweeted that Caleb Wiley is getting the day off. He is not getting the day off. Caleb Wiley is on the wing and place of Shande Silva from Mina at the 10, William Boss, Leash midfield, Ronnie Hernandez starting place of Caleb Wiley, who has been moved to the wings, and then Stian Gregerson is back, starting next to Noah Cobb. Lisa Brown getting the day off, or no, he's not starting, probably with an eye toward Tuesday. So, what do you guys think? I know you already kind of talked about it, and let us know in the comments too if you're watching what you think. But you guys, Tyler said you said you like it.
I love it. I love it. Look at Nick Firmino there. Like that's how I feel right now. He's got that, like coming out from behind the tree. Like we're about to get 3 points in Nashville kind of look to him.
Why is he creeping behind a tree? I don't understand.
It's the meme, where he's like poking out and he's like, I don't know. Who that is,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't have the meme in front of me, Tommy. I thought everybody would know the guy creeping up from behind the tree doing this.
I think I know the meme you're talking about.
Whatever, guys. Y'all are lame.
But you know the name of the meme?
No. No, I like it a lot. My concern is always going to be that left wing back position when you have Ronnie back there. Not anything against Ron Hernandez, but it's just historically the track record is not the best when Ronnie starts. It's not a knock on him, but I think you needed to do something to score goals and you needed to get Caleb Wiley up in the attack. The midfield, that's going to be a very dynamic midfield. Like I know we're looking at Firmino as the 10, but he is going to be an 8 and he is going to be a second striker at times. So it's very forward facing. I like Gregerson and Cobb being together. I think that is amazing. I think that also kind of tells you some things about the back line as well. So I like
to tell you. Why don't you get into that real quick?
Well, immediately Luis Abram, when Gregerson comes back is out. Now I get he's also been playing a lot. So there is that factor, but I just think Gregerson and Cobb is your better duo right now. Cobb, and that's saying something for Cobb because Cobb is hasn't really put many feet wrong this season.
I mean, you can't ignore the DC game.
Right. Yeah. But who was good in the DC game?
Right.
I mean, not many, but he had one job and it didn't work out too well.
Yeah. He also should never have been stuck in that position. You knew what you were going into, and it
was next man up situation. I understand. I mean, it's hard. I like Caleb Wiley there. As soon as I saw him on the wing there, it reminded me immediately of the Charlotte game on the road where he put in 2.
At the Open Cup?
Yeah.
No.
Season game last year. Goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 over there. I don't know why that game just stuck out to me, just thinking of that, but that was a great one.
Yeah, hopefully we see some of that magic today against Nashville. I kind of want to hit Abram a little bit more. We knew it was going to be either Cobb or Abram that would not start for Atlanta United today. And ultimately, so Abram, he'll play as in 30 minutes, let Cobb get a breather. And I feel like Abram starts on Tuesday. I asked Pineda about it yesterday. How does Open Cup kind of change his preparation as far as lineups are concerned? Just try to get the best lineups in both matches. And he obviously didn't really want to speak about it too much. He said he's just focused on Saturday. He's not worried about Tuesday at this point. He's just focused on Saturday. And again, COD starting in place of Abram. But what does it say about Abram, knowing that he's on a high budget figure, as we saw the salary guide the other day? It's a high budget figure, and some are saying, why? Who would want him at that salary charge? I feel like a number of teams, would want him at that salary charge, even though it's a high number. A number of teams would want him. So that's kind of my 2 cents on Abram. But yeah, Tyler, a little concerned about Hernandez, like you said, over there at the left. Excited about Wiley.
But he has Gregerson over there on that side with him too, which is great.
Yeah. So it's not a bad lineup. And hey, Jessica saying on Instagram, okay, I have a good feeling about this. Unfortunately, we can't get Instagram comments here on the stream, but she says she has a good feeling about this. Jessica, thanks for watching. See Adam Slish watching from Poland, Bartek's father. So cheers, Adam. Thanks for watching over there in Poland.
Wonder what time it is in Poland right now.
I think it's about.
I think they're 6 hours ahead, I believe.
Yes, either almost 7 o'clock or almost 6 o'clock. So one of those.
It's like prime time for them to be sitting down and watch this.
Yeah,
exactly. Probably just finished dinner.
Yeah.
6:51 or almost 7 o'clock in Poland. So yeah, dinner hour, like you said.
I'm really curious to see the discipline in this one too, because I mean, obviously you've got a mixture of players, right? It's not what you would consider your prime starting 11, which whatever. I'm not even getting into that conversation because most of your prime starting 11 has been playing and you haven't been able to handle business. You're away, you're on a skid, you've got a little bit of a different formation, and understandably, like, formation is a construct that goes out the window the moment the ball's kicked. But if you when you watch the game, I think one of the things that you kind of need to pay attention to is, if you want to put it into numbers, this is going to be like a 4-1-4-1. It's going to be Slish primarily being that kind of that throttle between the center backs, and then Muyumba and Firmino. But I think Firmino and Muyumba are going to be playing much higher. I think, again, Firmino is going to get up in the attack with Daniel Rios. He's going to take that spot at the top of the box. But Slish is going to be busy. Slish is going to probably put the most miles on the field today, I imagine. Him and Muyumba, which is normal. That's how it should be. But I think you're going to see, especially against a Nashville side that doesn't really care to have the ball, I think this game might seem a little choppy in the beginning. But if Atlanta can come out and keep their head screwed on straight, then this is about, I think, the best way that you're going to break down a stingy Nashville defense.
Slish, I'm sorry, not Slish, for me, or Muyumba. He gets forward anyway, so that's not any big thing for him.
I want to see him take more shots.
Yeah, he has
regressed this year.
Yeah, he has. His decision making, Muyumba's decision making needs to be a lot quicker, a lot sharper. We saw it in DC or against DC, just this tendency to hold the ball too long and let chances pass by because of indecision and just inability to pass the ball. I feel like so. Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, just be quicker, be sharper, and
I think it's the sharpness that's my thing, right? Like,
yeah,
I think, the decision making for sure, but also, like, I think that's one of my bigger things with him this year is it just seems like when he got here last summer, and the ball was glued to his feet, he was all over the place, and he still runs, he still is making off the ball movements, he's still doing the hard work, but then some of the kind of give and go, quick touches, they're not as clean as they were,
Yeah, and that's what made us fall in love with him when he came in, right? Yeah. It was so much different than when we had in the midfield basically for 4 years or 3 years, right? And then all of a sudden, like, oh, we got a guy that can move the ball in there? Great.
Yeah.
Is it because of that desire to impress the team that he looked better last season It's kind of not. It's kind of not translated to a strong season this year because, yeah, as you guys kind of know, once a player comes into the team, he's automatically looking to prove himself and looking to say, "Hey, I belong here." So, do you feel that's kind of what happened to Muyamba, and to that extent, we'll say Shunde as well? You gotta leave Saba out of it because I just feel like it's just bad luck for Saba a lot of times. But do you feel that's kind of what has befallen those two guys in particular as they've kind of digressed?
So I'll jump in there. I mean, we've had people on our Discord talk about this in general, and the question that they have is that does seem like a track record over the past few years. Players come in real flashy, and then it goes down. And a lot of people are blaming the manager on that. Maybe they're telling him to change things because when a player comes in, a lot of times they just tell them to play their game, right? Throwing someone into the lineup quick,
Yeah.
and then as you go through a training camp at the beginning of the season, a preseason, maybe they're giving you different directions at that point. I don't know. We're not there, but I mean, we really haven't said this, and we're trying to be positive here, but this is a big game for Gonzalo Pineda. It really is. You got a Nashville team that just released their manager. Fans were a little upset over here because they're saying we're in worse form than them. So what's going to happen here? You're going against a team that doesn't have a legit manager, right? It's just a fill-in here at the moment. Yeah, Bruno, I'm walking in Nashville. I'm in Columbus right now. I should make it by the game.
Yeah.
You don't want it to get louder, and Pineda doesn't want it to get louder, or the club doesn't want it to get louder. And you got Open Cup on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Sydney, just a quick thought of what you said about Brahm, and I was thinking the same way. And then as you were talking, thought a little bit more. I don't know if I could look into anything this month, just because of how many matches you have. Right? There's just so many here, and you got to kind of pick and choose your battles on what's important, and who's going to be your leaders out there in certain games, and maybe Brahm and Dax, could be those leaders on Tuesday for the Open Cup, because that game's really important for Atlanta United. I understand this one is too, but in the grand scheme of things, this is your easiest path to a trophy, your easiest path to Champions League. You got to save some good stuff for Tuesday, because you need to move on from that. And after Charleston, getting into, if you win, you're going to be playing a lot better teams after that.
Yeah, exactly. Just real quick too, Nashville's lineup is out, unchanged from Wednesday's win against Toronto, except Tyler Boyd is on the right wing instead of Alex Muyl, and Shaq Moore starting at that kind of right back position instead of Josh Bauer. That's normally more of a 3 or 5 man back line that Gary Smith liked to tread out there, if I'm not mistaken. The formation has changed. I can tell you that much. The formation has changed. Tyler Boyd, by the way, have been dealing with injuries, but he is back in the 11. I think I predicted, sort of that 5 man back line with Bauer, Zimmerman, and Maurer at that center back not pairing, but that center back setup, the Schaufelberg and Muyl on the wings. But then Muyl, like I said, Muyl is not starting tonight in favor of Tyler Boyd. And then Bauer is not starting. Josh Bauer is not starting in favor of Shaq Moore. So it looks like
Muyl's not starting.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Why?
I every time I watch us play Nashville or watch a Nashville game, I feel like I'm watching a Jonas Brothers concert. He looked like a Jonas brother, like the 5th one.
Wait, there's more than 3?
Yeah. Did you know that?
No. How do you know that?
My wife keeps me up to date with pop culture.
There's only 3 Lawrence brothers, though, right?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
okay. Really would have broke my world if we found out there was an extra Lawrence brother.
No, there are 3, Tommy, just to ease your mind. But
thank God.
Yeah.
This
But
is
no, go ahead.
this is going to be, I think, for the first 45 minutes especially, you're going to see two teams considering Nashville, not only their lineup, but just how they play. Because an interim coach is not going to come in and change everything, wholesale change. What he's going to do is go in and say, just go play soccer. Tommy,
Yeah.
are you in like an eclipse? Oh, okay. You went inside. I was like, dude, it got dark. But I think you're going to have both teams feeling each other out because Atlanta cannot afford to give up a goal early, much less at all. They can't afford to lose. And Nashville is going to try to prove that they've got something to fight for. They've got something to play for. So I think the first 45 is going to be very, very ginger in terms of if both teams kind of feeling each other out and seeing what each other are going to do. So don't expect anything super crazy in the first half unless somebody makes a mistake and the other team capitalizes on it. Second half, I could see being very, very opened up, though.
So are you guys sticking with your predictions that you made? I mean, Tommy, you changed yours to 2-0.
Oh, calling out the guy that called for them to lose by 2.
You sticking with that? Tyler, are you sticking with your 2-2?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I think I'm going to. I like that it's something different, that it's something out there, but we have to see the players ultimately prove it. We saw some moments in the last game, right, that look good. But again, we got to see it come together here. And with being this different, we've seen how different games have gone, right? Where they throw out something completely different a couple times because of, the international breaks and things like that. They haven't gone well. They haven't gone well at all. And again, it's on the road, right? If we win this game, it's the first road win since Seattle.
Seattle last year.
Yeah.
August.
I'm hoping for the best here. Honestly, I would like to not have any drama going into the Open Cup game, because the Open Cup thing is, in my mind, it's just huge at this point, for long term of everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking. I hope it's a win. I hope I'm wrong, but I need to get back up in the predictions. I think I've lost like the last 3 games. So this can give me a chance to catch up on a couple points on you guys.
I'm still at the wooden spoon territory, so I don't even care. I'm weirdly optimistic about this game, especially after seeing the lineup. I think there's something to be had there. Caleb Wiley has needed to get a little bit more involved in the attack, but I understand you don't want to take a chance of giving up too much defensively because your defense has been pretty solid this year, regardless of like the DC game and little kind of issues here and there. But overall, they've been really good. But you're not winning games either, so you've got to do something to score goals. You've got to do something to shake things up, and you now have players that are out there to try to prove something, I think. And this is an opportunity. I'm still going to say 2-2 draw, but I feel a little bit better about it.
That would be the most fun game we've watched in almost a month. So
Yeah.
If it's 2-2, I would take that.
Exactly.
I would love to watch a 2-2 game.
Yeah.
And getting a point is great. I mean, getting a point is fine here. It's really, it's you got to start getting 3 points at some point here.
They haven't scored on. Sorry, Tommy. They haven't scored on the road in 5 straight matches, and I didn't realize that until I saw Dan with the daily kickoff this morning. So yeah,
thanks Dan. Thanks Dan for bringing that up.
Say Dan or Sam?
Dan. Oh, did you say Dan or Sam?
Sam Jones.
Oh, okay.
Sam Jones.
Thanks, Sam and Dan. Dan
sorry,
probably prepped the stats for him.
They yeah. So in their not 5 in a row, I'm sorry, but in their 5 away matches, they've only scored once. The draw against NYCFC. So yeah, the scoring period has been a struggle with this team. Yeah, they put 2 up against DC, but just the attack just has been very, just very static, very, slow. very unimaginative, and maybe moving Wiley kind of kicks it up just a little bit. I'm still going to say 1-1. I don't think they're going to win particularly, but I think they're going to give a much better account of themselves. I feel like. So yeah, 1-1 for me against Nashville, and yeah, maybe give yourself a little bit of optimism going into the Open Cup on Tuesday. So
There's a lot of traveling fans too,
yeah,
like
over
that.
1,200.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, we heard what happened in that original
Check out
Nashville
the
game.
article.
Yep.
Well, I'd say the original Nashville, the first one, the game that we do not talk about. Atlanta took that over, right? I mean, you could hear the
Yeah.
fans. I don't know how the Nashville fan base feels right now with the situation they're in. I mean, we know the situation we're in and how we feel, and how you heard the players or heard the fans and how vocal they were. Maybe we hear a lot of Atlanta fans here on the broadcast.
I think we will.
It's on Fox, isn't it?
It's on Fox. It's on Apple TV. Season pass, of course, it's free. Typically the Fox matches are always free on season pass. But yeah, a 1:55 kickoff from Geodis Park, 12:55 Central Time. Big Fox, as he said, Tommy. And with season pass, it's free. Apple TV Plus. You don't need a season pass subscription, by the way, to watch this match. All you need is an Apple ID, and that's free to sign up for anyway. So yeah,
watch Apple. Watch Apple. Fox sucks. Sorry, Fox.
Our guys,
I hate everything they do.
Our guys Keith Costigan and Modu will be calling the match on season pass.
Nice.
So yeah, happy to hear them. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Thanks guys for listening, hanging out with us today. There's Colonel as a Swans fan. Swans didn't play, so shout out to them. Championship season is over, as he said. Yeah, check us out on Spaces afterwards, after the show. Win, lose, or draw, like we always say, we are an X at Scars, the letter, and Spikes. Thanks for watching. Any final thoughts, real quick? 10 seconds. 10-second final thoughts from you both.
10 seconds.
I'm not having a time limit.
Go Atlanta.
20 seconds. Okay.
This is the game that breaks the 2020 curse. Back at the same place, well, not the same building, but whatever. The same city that ruined everything back in 2020. Maybe this is the one that fixes all of it and takes everything back to normal.
Yeah.
This is the day country music dies.
The day country music dies.
I hate country music.
Final thought.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just gonna get to that. Thanks, everyone. See you on Spaces.
Buy our cameos. We don't have any, but just do it. We should make a fake cameo video.
See ya.